You know, there's level, and then there's Missouri level. This job has helped me overcome claustrophobia. Also helped me overcome fear of drilling holes in my ceiling. But in home reno, whatever you plan on not doing all day is what you do all day. Good morning. I'm heading up into the attic to put a piece of sheet metal on the air ducts that I'm going to be closing off. First, I need to go measure that space, and so then I can cut the right piece of metal to fill in the hole. Got my measurements. I went ahead and pre-drilled, put some screws in so I don't have to worry about drilling through sheet metal while I'm in the crawl space. Alright, there's my air ducts there. Another tricky thing. Alright, so this is right about where I want the wood stove to go, or the pipe right in here. And there might actually be enough clearance. So about to inspect the area to put the chimney box, so I decided to unbox it. And it's got some damage. I don't know if that's enough damage for me to warrant to not use it. I'm just so tired at this point of trying to wait for stuff to be delivered and ordered and measuring things. I just kind of don't care anymore. I just want to get it done. So having a little bit of a rough morning. The chimney setup is not working out as planned. Pivoting, so to speak. I think the pad is gonna be short on the front for holding the wood stove with where it needs to go in conjunction to. The ceiling box, support box, is what threw me off, because I thought I was gonna be able to do the triple wall stovepipe a little bit closer to the rafters, but with that ceiling support box, it's pushing it out further away from the wall than I want. I find it's always better to avoid mismeasurements by just getting the physical objects in place as much as possible to measure things in real life versus theoretical measurements before they get there. So I'm gonna bring the wood stove in and just try to get it on the pad, see where it lines up with the plumb bob I hung, and go from there. I'm gonna go sledding with the wood stove. Oh God, stop. I just want to make sure you guys run over my phone. Nice! That's the exact model we had. Our friend was kind enough, since he was in town, he went and picked up a plunger for us. Because we didn't have a plunger yet. Well, I think I have it where I want it. I measured to the back, not the center, of where the pipe's gonna be up in the ceiling. We have the stove, and I can't believe it. There's actual clearance. I thought it was gonna be hanging off the front. So, great lady, will you uncover our wood stove? Woo. Nice.
Pick a good one. Can we?
Now that the wood stove positioning seems pretty close to on point, I went back up in the attic and remeasured where the ceiling support box is going, so then I can cut 2x4s to attach to the rafters and form a box for the stovepipe ceiling box to attach to for structural support. So I need to cut 3 boards and 1 at 15. It's a bit of a tight space up here, which means this job has helped me overcome claustrophobia and also helped me overcome fear of drilling holes in my ceiling and soon to be roof. Okay, now that I got way more light in here, here's the update. I cleared all the insulation away. I took out the AC duct that was running through these rafters. I did not record any of that because I was too busy and trying to keep it a family-friendly channel. I had plenty of choice words going on, so it was probably a good call. And I marked where the ceiling box is gonna go. So now I'm gonna move this out of the way and start cutting out the ceiling from up here. Before I cut out the ceiling, I'm going to build my support box with the 2x4s, or build a box to attach this ceiling support box to. Honestly, I kind of can't believe I'm doing this, and I didn't want to do this either, but it'll save us maybe at least a few $100s in paying for labor. Also, here's that steel plate I put on to cover the air duct after I took it out, or to cover the hole coming out. You know, I said I don't really want to do this. There's a part of me that does, because I do want to just learn the skills anyways. So, you know, moving forward, I'll have way more confidence of installing another wood stove, and even if that means just helping someone else out with theirs, so that's cool. All right, I'm gonna time lapse this next section. Okay, so as I'm putting in my 2x4s, there's been just so many little things that have been so annoying. But I got this nail. I gotta go grab a hammer because that's exactly where I want the board to go. And the board's already so tight fitting, I gotta get rid of that. But that one's roughly where it needs to be. I'll get this one in, screw those in, and then do a cross one. Okay, little update. Got these two pretty dang in line with their lines. And now I'm hammering this guy in. And I gotta say, pretty pleased that I only had to cut all this once. And it fits quite snug. Now, before I screw this board in, I'm just gonna double check, make sure the box fits. you. Morning. Landed right on the wood stove. Alright, time to test fit the box with. Hey, make sure everybody's clear in case I drop the box for some reason. Alright, obviously got to do some trimming. I wasn't planning on spending my whole day doing this, but in home reno, whatever you plan on not doing all day is what you do all day. Test fit number 2. Oh, it feels so close. It's so far away. Test fit number 3. Oh, it came through. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care about this at all. No. You know, there's level, and then there's Missouri level. 2 very different things. Alright. So I got this tacked in place. Just 1 screw. Now I'm gonna do a few more. Probably using the wrong screws. I don't care. I think you're supposed to use nails actually, but I didn't want to be swinging a hammer up here with nails in this box. Well, I am taking a pause. I have the ceiling box in. One other thing I was going to mention is Erilyn, our middle, has had a pretty excruciating ear infection in both ears, I think, for the last 3 or 4 days. And she's actually definitely the toughest, I think, out of our 3 children. So if she's screaming a lot, it means it's probably pretty painful. So if you could be praying for her, I'd appreciate that. And I'm gonna get back to some hardwood floors and then call it a night.